Welcome to Sleepy Tales, the YouTube channel that brings you stories from all around the world. From fairy tales to fables, myths to legends, we have it all. Our aim is to take you on a journey through the enchanting world of storytelling and help you relax, unwind, and drift off into a peaceful slumber. If you enjoy our content, please don't forget to hit the like button, share our videos with your friends, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for more mesmerizing tales. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us keep bringing you more amazing content. So sit back, relax, and let us take you on a journey through the mystical world of storytelling. Today's book is Jilani and Shamsi's Jungle Adventure, Finding Their Way Home by E. Presley. Enjoy. The jungle was alive with the sounds of chirping birds, rustling leaves, and buzzing insects. The air was thick and humid, and the sun blazed hot upon Jilani and Shamsi as they walked with their parents through the dense forest. Jilani had curly black hair that bounced with each step, and his brown eyes sparkled with excitement. Shamsi, his younger sister, had the same curly black hair but was shorter and wore a wide-eyed expression on her face. Their parents had promised them an adventure, and they were delivering on that promise. They showed the children how to spot various animals hiding in the trees or on the ground, telling them stories of each one's unique behavior. Jilani listened intently, his mind soaking up all the new information. Shamsi was too afraid to get too close to any of the animals but giggled in delight when she saw monkeys swinging from branch to branch. As they walked deeper into the jungle, Jilani noticed that his parents were trailing behind them. They turned around and realized that their parents were no longer there. Panic set in, and Jilani grabbed Shamsi's hand tightly. He knew that he had to be brave for her sake. He remembered what his parents had told him before they started their trip: if you ever get lost, stay put and call out for us. If we can't hear you, use your map to find your way back home. Jilani looked around and saw nothing but trees and vines. He called out for his parents, but there was no response. Shamsi's eyes widened with fear as she clung to her brother's side. "We have to be strong," Jilani said, trying to sound as confident as possible. "We are going to find our way back home." He took out the map from his backpack that their parents had given them. It was a detailed map of the jungle, and it showed various landmarks that they could use to navigate their way back home. Jilani knew that they had to find those landmarks to get back on track. The siblings started walking, following the path that they had come from. The jungle was dense, and the trees were thick, making it hard to see the sky or any other landmarks. Jilani looked at his sister and saw how scared she was. He took her hand and squeezed it tightly, assuring her that everything would be okay. As they walked, they stumbled upon a small river, and Jilani remembered their parents' advice. "If we ever come across a river, we should follow it downstream as it will eventually lead us out of the jungle." They followed the stream for hours, walking through the bushes and over rocks until they reached a waterfall. Jilani looked at the map and realized that they were going in the wrong direction. "We have to go back," he said, looking at Shamsi and showing her the map. Shamsi nodded, her eyes still wide with fear. They walked upstream this time, keeping an eye out for any landmarks that might be on their map. They saw trees with distinctive markings, rocks that looked like animals, and swamps with colorful flowers. Jilani had never felt so responsible in his life. He knew that he had to keep his younger sister safe and find their way back home. They walked for hours until they were too tired to continue. They found a small clearing where they could rest for a while. Jilani wrapped his arms around Shamsi, telling her stories of their home and reassuring her that they would find their way back soon. Just as they were about to fall asleep, Shamsi suddenly sat up and pointed towards a tall tree in the distance. "Look," she exclaimed. "That tree is on the map." Jilani jumped up, and they both ran towards the tree. When they got there, they saw a small cave behind it. Jilani remembered that their parents had marked the cave on the map as one of the landmarks that they should look out for. "We are getting closer," Jilani said, smiling at his sister. "Let's keep going." They followed the map, spotting more and more landmarks as they went along. The jungle was starting to look familiar to them, and soon enough, they saw a glimpse of their parents' campsite. They ran towards it, calling out for their parents. Their parents came running towards them, hugging them tightly and crying tears of relief. Jilani and Shamsi were safe, and they had found their way back home. Jilani realized that he had learned an important lesson from their adventure. He had always known that he was brave and responsible, but now he knew that he could be a leader too. He felt proud of himself for taking care of his sister and finding their way back home. As they sat down to eat dinner by the campfire, Jilani looked up at the stars above them. He knew that this was only the beginning of their adventures and that he would always be there to take care of his sister no matter where life takes them next. That's it for today's episode of Sleepy Tales. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more magical tales from around the world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon with more enchanting stories to help you drift off into a peaceful slumber. Good night.